Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my solo trap account overview, just because I did one a few weeks ago now, maybe a month and a half or 2 months ago, and since then a lot has changed, which is why I want to update it. The main part of that video was kind of to show what I have and how to beat tier 5 pact 5 with like counter research, you name it. Like I basically want to show people like what is needed to beat that sort of stuff. And since then I actually burned a few times in war gear from an infantry hit, a lot of times, which is like 950% plus army attack boost. And then I also burned to Lobby, who I'll show here actually, for those who want to know him. This guy, he burned me with a cavalry hit when I was in war gear. So I would have kept him if I countered, and I probably would have kept the infantry hit if I countered, but it doesn't really count as, you know, I burned, and I don't want that on like my channel showing how to beat tier 5 when it can't beat everyone with tier 5, you know. So that's why I'm making this. Updates have been changed to the trap since then, made some adjustments, and I'm going to show them in this video. I'm going to go in order. I'll try and get timestamps in the description and the comment section, so you can just go to whichever part of the video you want to. Just skip ahead. First, I'm going to comp, wall heroes and wall familiars. I'll turn off sound actually. That was the main reason. That was one of the complaints from last time. Okay, I'm going to go in order. I'm going to go to the comp, and then I'm going to show my wall heroes, my familiars. Tell you why. I'm going to show my gear and jewels. I'm going to show my talent. Then I'm going to show my stats, research, my prison and altar, as that has been changed. And then I'm going to have a little talk at the end about my comp and why I have chosen to do certain things with the comp and why I haven't done certain things with the trap, such as getting tier 5. So let's get right into it. I'm going to go right into the comp. Here we go, 500k each tier 3, that's pretty standard. 2 million gladiators, 2 million reptilian riders, 5 million tier 2 range. Now it was 3 million of each, tier 2, 500k each tier 3, but I'll go into more detail as I said as to why I did this in case you're interested as to why I changed it the way I did. But to give you the gist of it, essentially if you think of ZX as an example, he has a rally party trap where he has some like tier 2, like I think he has a range frontline as well, so I think it's infantry and cavalry has a little bit, and he's boosted the hell out of the range. So when he's getting like 20 rallies thrown at him, he can just cap it all because his frontline isn't getting destroyed because he has boosted his frontline. And that's essentially what I'm doing here, except I'm not taking rallies, I'm taking gangbangs. It's like a smaller version of that trap, but it's like a complete rip-off of him. It's like something I've been thinking of doing for quite a while, and he's kind of an inspiration behind it, so I'll give credit to him. And Aaron, I don't know if it actually is Aaron who is ZX, or ZX actually just posts videos on Aaron's channel. Either way, I will link Aaron below, because without him I wouldn't have started the video. Now, more wall heroes. Here we go, I've changed it a little bit. I've got cavalry, like Rose Knight cavalry, range. Don't really want infantry. I'm not having an infantry frontline anymore. That's why I've chosen these two range heroes. Range attack, range HP. This one gives army attack, obviously army attack. And then the cavalry. I can either have a cavalry here or an infantry here. And I chose cavalry because I'm in a range frontline. I want a cavalry hero on the wall to help counter the infantry a little bit, kill it a bit faster rather than an infantry. Infantry will help kill range faster, but I'm not too scared of range because I have a range frontline. I would have more infantry if I was a cavalry frontline, which is stupid. I would never do that, so I'm not having infantry. Hopefully that explains the heroes. Familiars. This one's fairly simple. And the start of battle reduces army HP by 15%. It's standard for a trap. Rally traps, solo traps. It's pretty good. No matter what they send, they're getting countered a little bit. Then this one here. At the start of battle, reduce enemy infantry max HP by 40%. That's because range is my front line. So I'm a little bit scared of infantry hits, so I want to do as much as I can to reduce the damage from the infantry or kill it faster. And I kind of want to change this a little bit. I want to get rid of this one in the future and have increased range HP by 40% at the start of battle for me. So it'll be this one to counter the range, and then I have a second one to boost my range, or counter the infantry, sorry, and boost my range. That is the plan. Next, gear and duels. Here we go, it's already on. I'll quickly show my stats here, just for those wondering, if you want like it really in detail. There you go. Duels are pretty standard, all gold here. And then some are purple. Well, most of them are purple actually. Just the final ones. The cavalry's a bit of a struggle, which you can see here and here. So I've got 2 cavalry to get rid of. So I just need that one more purple and it'd be worth it. I think it'd be a bit worth it if I just get rid of a gold and place 2 purples, or 3 purples rather. We'll be sacrificing 20%, increased by 6, 6, minus 8. So it'll be plus 4%. Okay. So it would be better, but I don't want to go through the hassle. I'd rather keep it like this. It looks way better. And I'm a bit lazy, so that's why I'm keeping it like that. Talents. These are my talents. I'm a little bit tempted to boost my range a little bit more. Just because I've now got a range front line. But it's staying the same as it was last time. There you go. If you haven't got the talents maxed yet, the way I recommend you do it is max out squad, go to the bottom, max out squad, range, cavalry, infantry, and then do squad again. And then even it out, or depending on your gear, boost some of the ones that are lacking for your mix stats. My stats here. There you go. It's mainly like 370% mix if you like actually narrow it down. Actually no, about 375, 380 mix. If you average it out, then 86% army attack. Now I'm going to show my research. Economy. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. But look at you in here. This is like, how much might is this? 200. Yeah, okay. So I didn't really waste too much might in the defense section. If I go back in time, I wouldn't have even done it anyway. I don't know why I did. Military. This is a bit different to other people. I still haven't maxed it. If I were to do this, it would increase my might by like 6 million might, which is essentially like 750k tier 2. Rough. That's a rough guess. I'm too tired. I can't think of the exact amount, but I don't want that much might. If I were to increase my might by like 4 million-ish, I'd get range wedge. I wouldn't get more army attack. I'd get range wedge to reduce the damage taken. But until then, I'm not going to bother. There's also some things I want to change with my comp or experiment, like reducing some of the tier 3 on infantry and cavalry and boosting their range, possibly. But that's all to be tested. Monster hunt, fairly straightforward. I mean, I just got it to level 3. This used to be a tier 3 account back when I first started it years ago. That's why I've got some stuff on it. It wasn't built as a trap. It was built as a tier 3 account. Upgrade defense, nothing. Upgrade military, just a quick swap really. I did max out these because I used to have a tier 1 trap. If you go way back to my first my videos, you see I had full tier 1 comp. It was really good times, man. Here, just the phalanx unlocks really big infirmaries. Military command, mythic gear, familiars, that's pack 2. Familiar battles, really not much, just battle 2 slot. Sigils, nothing. War wonders, nothing. So that's my research. Now I'm going to show my buildings. If you want, here you go. I could delete resources if I wanted to. They're not doing me any favors now because I've got, 1 billion out. So I could, don't really care, I'm not going to bother. So I'll keep my resources as it is. Got max infirmaries, 1 mana, 1 barracks. And now I've got a 25 prison and a 25 altar. Last time I didn't. The reason why I do, okay, is for one, it was like 1.8 million might increase for me to max it out. And when I cap a level 30 leader, which is like a lot, whoever I cap is like level 60 for a 30% increase, not level 30 leader, sorry. Whoever I cap is going to be level 60 realistically. And as soon as I cap them, I get a 30% army attack boost. And if I execute a leader, like I did for my best KVK ever when I set the world record, I actually had altar boost active. So if I have that active and I cap somebody, that is 68% army attack. And to put that in perspective as to how much attack that really is, 1 mythic carp and 1 gold carp is 70% attack for infantry and range. So excluding cavalry, 1 mythic carp and 1 gold carp is equivalent to a 25 altar and prison in terms of attack. And do you know how much cheaper that is to have a prison and an altar? 25 rather than getting a gold mythic carp or anything like that. And I'll just quickly show you what I mean when I say that. If I go over here, okay, so 35% infantry and range, and a gold one here, so it'll be 60%, but I get 68% attack, so it's actually more. 2 mythics is 70% of infantry and range, so it's like 2% more. So if you think of like the price difference, it's pretty ridiculous. And then like 68% cavalry attack as well, which is also what I gain from the altar and prison. So that is why I chose to do it. It gives me way more attack and it's really cheap. So I recommend, if you want to cap these big guys, I recommend doing that, especially if you're free to play or you're not a big spender. Do that. That's what I'm doing. I'm not getting mythic carps. Fuck no, never ever. I will retire Lord's Mobile with like a purple carp or gold max. I will never get a mythic carp. Now that is out of the way, and hopefully you guys explain that clearly. Hopefully you guys understand the reasoning of altar and prison. Also with altar, just to mention, it gives army attack HP. Don't really care about the defense. And I can always execute because I have license to kill. I have 11 right now. I would usually use them if I'm ever going to take a rally or if I'm going to go into KVK. I wouldn't just do it willy-nilly whenever I feel like. So yeah, hopefully that is everything you guys wanted to see. I will quickly skim over familiars, pause it if you want. Just in case anyone is interested in that sort of stuff. I'll show all my gear as well in case anybody's interested. But now I'm going to go into more detail about things. I wanted to get the overview out of the way, and now I'm going to go into detail about my comp. Because before I kind of explained it a little bit, but I'm going to go into more detail, such as why I actually chose to do range. Range is the hardest to counter. I know people can just send infantry, and I know a lot of comments on my last video were saying everybody sends infantry now to traps. I don't know who you've been trapping, but you're wrong. Like with that gangbang I took like 2 videos ago, all of it was cavalry. Nowadays everybody's sending cavalry because they know traps are in an infantry formation. So now I'm having to switch it up and go into range. Also, a cavalry countering infantry hurts a lot. Infantry countering range hurts less than cavalry countering infantry from my experience. If you just look at the gangbang I took, that will show you more. Look at the video Sugarbane vs Billy the Trap. That shows you. The first thing Sugarbane hit me with was cavalry. When Sugarbane fought XU Trap, he sent cavalry. Everyone nowadays is sending cavalry. I'm pretty sure some other people also agree, such as Mythic Real Trap. I believe he mentioned that everyone's sending cavalry nowadays. And I completely agree. Like, cavalry is just the way to go for traps at the moment, other than rally traps. If you're rallying, people send infantry 90% of the fucking time, for whatever reason, unless their name's Sneaky Tashi, you send cavalry. Uh, he doesn't care, he just sends whatever. But now, to just go a little bit more in detail, so there's no questions at all about the comp. I reduced the infantry and cavalry by 1 million. That means I've lost 16 million might, so I have 16 million might to play with before I start increasing my might. So I added 2 million tier 2 range on the range. It's now 5 million. When I get gangbanged, you cannot change formation. Like, if I'm here right now, I've got my fake gear on. Right, no, that's not fake. There we go. I've got my fake gear on. Let's see, 10 fucking Titans pour around me, and they all start attacking me at once. They all come at me with whatever, a mix. Let's say they're sending a mix of everything. All I can do here is do that. Change gear, quickly go over here and go onto my infirmary. That's the only thing I can do. There's no, like, looking at the watchtower, seeing what they send, and then go, oh yeah, I'm going to counter range first, then infantry, then cavalry for the third hit, and then heal, and then go back. Like, it doesn't work like that. That's not how gangbangs work. When you're getting gangbanged, you put on gear, and then you spam heal. There's no, like, countering to do. Maybe if it's a single hit, yeah, I could counter. Also, I'm going in infantry. The reason why I'm in infantry just sitting down is in case somebody tests me when I'm not paying attention. Think I'm in infantry, then they're going to send in cavalry, and I'll be paying attention by that point and counter. But that's a completely different thing. That's just like motivating tactics or tips or tricks. I might do a video on that if you want. But hopefully, yeah, that explains that. So when I'm getting gangbanged and I cannot change formation, that means I've just got to rely on the front line that I'm in. So with a boosted front line, it's going to take even more for them to, like, destroy me. Because in the last video when I got gangbanged really hard, or one of my last videos, I lost my entire front line, which was 3 million. I did make some mistakes in the video, such as the message that popped up. Usually I do this. There you go, get rid of the message. Usually I do that, but I didn't have time. Well, I did, but I restarted the game, which meant I had to do it again, and I forgot. However, that's regardless of the point. With a 5 million front line, they've got to go through so much more. And the infantry and cavalry is pretty much useless. So, what's the point of having it equal if the other two are useless? Boost the most important one, which is the range in my situation. I'm not saying I am a god and I have the best comp in the world and every other solo trapper doesn't know what they're doing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me and my playstyle, this is what I'm doing and this is why I'm doing it. That's all this video is about. So hopefully that explains why range. Another question I get, why not any tier 4? Why don't I just get tier 4, Billy? Well, the thing is, no. Like, if I get like just infantry, or just range, or just cavalry, or whatever, it's just gonna increase my might so much. Like, a 6 million might just to get army offense 9 at this point, because I've got to do so much more research. And then I've got to get it to 10, this to 10, this to 10, and then I've got to get these fuckers, which is way more expensive. And it's permanent might. If I change my mind in the future because I found out a new comp that's better, I can't do anything. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can't change it. I can't go back in time. I can't delete the research. I'm screwed with what I have. So, hopefully that explains no tier 4. I'll tell you what, I will get tier 4 100% if tier 6, pack 6 comes out. But Jesus Christ, I might quit at that point in terms of solo trapping. I think it's just a lost cause if tier 6 and shit comes out. It'd be fucking great though. I'd make a video straight away, just putting my trap in the deep end, fighting tier 6. If they ever do that. It'd be good content, bad for us low spenders. I am a low spender, by the way. People ask me for money all the time and think I'm some fucking millionaire. Not the case. Which brings me to my next point. why don't I get Mythic gear, which is something people mention. Some people call my gear a wet noodle. Annoys the fuck out of me. Shut up. No, it's not. 1v1 me, burn me, then it's a wet noodle. If not, shut up. But anyways, why don't I get my gear to Mythic? Because that shit's fucking expensive, man. that's it. It's just way more expensive, and I'd rather get my duels done first, rather than spending however much money on this carp, on token packs. Let's work it out, actually. Okay, one token pack is about 3 purple halos. I need 13 halos. 13 times by 4. 52. So 52 divided by 3. Okay, I have no sleep, don't judge me. 1 sec. So if I do that, 20... 17. Jesus Christ. That took way longer than it should have. 17. Okay. About 17 token packs. A token pack costs £20. So 17 times by £20 times 17 rather. 340 pounds. So it'll be 340 pounds for me to get my purple cup to Mythic. Or in other words, if I spend 340 pounds on the game, I will gain 9% attack on infantry and range, and 5.5% HP on infantry and range. Or for free, kind of, I can get my prison another to fucking 25 and get way more army and attack. So hopefully that answers all your questions. Hopefully. If there are any more, anything I missed, please let me know. And for one final time in my life, I'm going to debunk the 150 million might is not a solo trap argument. Let me tell you something, guys. Most of you are going to click off the video right now because you already know that 150 million might is a solo trap. But for those who are still in 2017, let me explain to you why solo traps are now 150 million might. Out of however many updates there have been in the past 3 to 4 years on this game, 95% of them favour the heavy spenders, or in other words, Titans, not solo traps. The only update that has come out in the past few years that have remotely helped solo trapping is this Sanctuary. That is it. That's the only thing that has helped free-to-play players and traps. Oh, that's it. You may argue Mythic gear. I guess that can help solo traps as well, but it's the Titans that are mainly going to get it, not solo traps. If you look at, I'm not going to mention any names, but if you look at most solo traps YouTube channels, not all of us have got Mythic gear. Very few of us do. To those that do, fair play, enjoy it. But for me, Mythic gear hasn't done anything for my trap. I haven't got Mythic gear, other than the Lunar Scimitar. And then, Pack 5 comes out. People, let's say for an example, okay, to describe it and simplify it to those people who don't understand it, I'm going to simplify as much as I can. If, let's say, the lowest a solo trap can be is 70 million might, hypothetically, let's say it's only Pact 4 at the moment, and then it just brought out Pact 5, which means they've now brought out Bon Appetit, Blackwing, all these guys. So now Titans now have that. Solo traps can't use that, because it's a stacking familiar, or your troops have to die in order to use it. Do you expect a solo trap to stay at 70 million might when the Titans are getting stronger? What about when Tier 5 comes out? Do you expect solo traps to stay the same when these Titans are getting stronger? These Titans can use Tier 5. Solo traps can't. You can't expect Titans to get stronger at every single update and expect solo traps to stay the same at 60 million might for 5 years. It's stupid. The argument is stupid. I hope that explains why 150 million might is a solo trap nowadays. People but on KVK, I didn't put it in my KVK video, but my rally trap, 300 million might, got gangbanged when I was solo trapping. I didn't even realise it was on my other phone, and it just got gangbanged. What the fuck? I capped them all, obviously, but Jesus Christ. I'm done talking about it now. I'm done with the video. I hope that explains everything. Thank you all for the support recently, by the way. I appreciate it so fucking much. It literally means so much to me. And I'm glad I could say it with my voice, not just over text. It really does mean a lot. A giveaway soon as well. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.